Good Friday afternoon, everybody. I'm KHOU 11 meteorologist Tim Pandajis. Want to get you started on your long holiday weekend with an update on the weather. We've got storms firing up once again this afternoon. Very similar to what we saw play out pretty much each afternoon throughout the entirety of this work week. The daytime heating cooking up the atmosphere, and then the sea breeze kicks in and we see them developing from the south, lifting to the northwest throughout the afternoon hours like we're seeing out there right now. Plenty of lightning associated with these as well. With so much humidity, so much instability in the atmosphere, these storms turn highly electric with plenty of lightning strikes over the last 10 minutes in this area of around 30 lightning strikes just within the last 10 minutes there off to the west of downtown Bel Air area. There's one cell that just within the last hour has really weakened. It's over the Gulf Crest area, Airport Boulevard, Allendale. Still some heavy rainfall right over the Gulf Freeway as you're heading out of the city. You'll run into some heavy rain there, but it is dissipating. Now off to the west of the city, we're looking at the Loop here, the Beltway. Seeing plenty of rainfall there. Woodway Drive, 290 here, Hempstead Road, Roslyn area, Highland Heights. Lots of lightning and thunder here as well. Janetta, Hunters Creek getting in on it. Spring Valley, I-10 here heading out of the city towards Katy. You're going to get wet with some slowdowns on the roadways there with 1 to 2 inch an hour rainfall rates. Sliding south, New Gulf, Damon area. We're getting into portions of Brazoria and Matagorda. Ashwood down to Bay City. Some lightning and thunder in these cells. Rain is heavy, but it is moving its way off towards the 59 corridor, moving off to the northwest. So as we go forward in time, our attention will turn to a boundary that's going to come in from the north and actually pivot on in and slide to the south-southeast, something we call a backdoor front, coming in from an opposite direction that we normally see it, usually from the northwest. But anyway, it's going to lag its way through the area and eventually stall out and become a stationary boundary. Now, why that's going to be a problem is because we've got surging tropical moisture that's going to be colliding with that boundary. It'll be the focal point for rising motion, and as a result, widespread rain chances and some flooding downpours, which is why rain chances for the holiday weekend, unfortunately, are significantly higher than they were this entirety of this week. 80% chance tomorrow. That, I think, will be the wettest of our weekend days. Still wet, don't get me wrong there on Sunday. 70% chance there, but slightly lower into the day on Labor Day Monday, too. Down to about a 60% chance there. All right, let's go through future track here. Now, the showers and downpours out there now will dissipate with the loss of daytime heating. It's like turning off the burner on the stove. The water stops boiling. That's the same kind of scenario that'll play out here through the afternoon into the evening hours as the sun goes down. By Saturday morning, we'll start to see the influence of that boundary coming in from the north and dropping towards the coast, squeezing out the atmosphere, so more widespread heavy rain. Here we are tomorrow afternoon at 4:30. Notice the dark greens, the yellows, even some hints of orange in there. Very heavy tropical downpours. We're looking at rainfall rates 1 to 2 inches per hour. It's a lot of rain that can easily overwhelm drainage basins and lead to some brief street flooding. So if you're out and about tomorrow or really any time this weekend and you encounter some of these downpours, take it easy out there and slow down and maybe even just try to stay off the roads if you can. Now by Sunday morning, a little bit of a lull in activity. It looks like it'll be heaviest along the coast, but then once again redevelop and lift its way north through the afternoon on Sunday, and even fast forwarding into Monday. Monday looks to be more favorable of I-10 and south towards the coast for the heaviest of the rainfall there, with lightning and thunder likely too in some of these embedded heavier downpours. Even in a Labor Day afternoon, more of the same. So all of this put together, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, rainfall totals. Notice how I said that most of the rain is going to be favoring the coastline? Well, that's exactly how the models are seeing it here. Notice the heaviest totals up to 2.5, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4 inches of rain. Certainly a possibility there, but this is not set in stone. It's really going to depend on where that boundary ends up stalling. If it's a little bit farther to the north, you can look for these totals to spread their way closer to the I-10 corridor and portions north of there. So we'll have to watch and see how things evolve as we go through the weekend. I mentioned the threat for some street flooding. Weather Service agrees with that because the flood potential out of a 4-tiered system for Saturday is up to a level 2 for our entire area in the yellow. Even into Sunday, a good chunk of our area still under that level 2 threat. It only goes out 3 days, so it includes today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Monday's threat will likely just be a little bit farther to the south, but still nonetheless, the threat is there for some street flooding. All right, your Labor Day weekend forecast in its entirety here. The good thing about the rain chances is that it will keep our temperatures down. We're looking at highs in the mid-80s, even low 80s if the heaviest rainfall does persist for a long duration of time throughout the entirety of the weekend. So 80% rain chances Saturday, Sunday at 70%, 60% on Monday with a high of 86. It will still be extremely muggy out there. That tropical air mass is not going anywhere anytime soon. In fact, speaking of the tropics, let's get a quick talk about what's going on out in the Atlantic, tropical Atlantic. We've got a new hurricane, Hurricane Danielle. In fact, our first hurricane in nearly a year, the first of this season, expected to become a Category 2 with winds maxing out at 100. The good news here, it is not going to be impacting anybody at all in the entirety of its lifetime. We've got another wave we're watching out there, Invest 91L. That's got a 70% chance of developing within the next 5 days, and that could potentially become the next named storm, which will be our 5th of the season, and that next name is Earl. No impacts for the U.S., though, for Labor Day weekend. We're just watching that stalled boundary, bringing us widespread rain chances Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Coming up on the TV side at 4, 5, 6, and 10, we've got team weather coverage. Myself and meteorologist Kim Castro are going to walk you through the weekend and give you an updated 7-day forecast for your planning throughout the entirety of the next week. We'll see you then.